Elizabeth Matson. I am the head of youth services at the Hedberg Public Library. I am also a storyteller, and it is my distinct pleasure to be the coach of a teen storytelling troupe at the library. The troupe calls themselves TH.E.M, Teens Helping to Evolve the Magic of Storytelling. Today, I'd like to introduce you to one of those storytellers, Kaitlyn, who took up my challenge to create an original folktale. This folktale that she has created has been inspired especially by Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book stories. This is her story, The Little Elephant. Enjoy.
You have probably heard of the Jungle Book characters and maybe even walked through the jungle with Bagheera, Baloo, and Mowgli, and the rest. But you have likely not heard my story. I am an elephant. Now, in the jungle, it is the job of the elephants to remember everything, and we pass our knowledge down to all the young people, the young elephants, the young monkeys, the young wolves, all of the young people. And now, not so long ago, my elephant herd and I were making our perpetual yearly migration when, in the middle of the night, we were set upon by poachers, and when the sun dawned the next morning, we found that we'd been separated from my sister and her small baby elephant. We knew, of course, that had he survived the night, as she had not, he would not survive any longer, regardless of what we could do. So we mourned for both of them, but we continued on our way. Now, imagine our surprise when we came back 6 months later to the same spot and found the little elephant thriving even. While we were gone, he had to break up the monotony of the long days spent looking for food, wandered around, sometimes further into the jungle and sometimes towards the outskirts of the nearby town. There he had met a little girl, and they had become friends. He would carry her water buckets down to the stream in the jungle and make sure that she was safe and then carry them back for her. In return, she would bring him milk to drink and would put mud in the hard-to-reach spots on his back and tell him stories during the long afternoons. And when we found the little elephant, we were very glad that he had survived, but we warned him that humans were not to be trusted. After all, it was humans that had happened to his mother. Well, he told us that the little girl was his best friend and that she would do nothing to harm him, but we warned him all the same. As it happened, while we were there, we came to realize that we were surrounded yet again by poachers. The little elephant, however, was not scared. It was the time of day when he had to walk down to the stream with the little girl and carry her water back for her. And so he did, but he stopped in the clearing with the full water buckets and looked around at those poachers hiding in the bushes. Then he motioned with his trunk that they ought to come in the heat of the day and get some water, and he stepped back. Well, one of the poachers stepped out from the bushes. He was the little girl's father, and he said, "I don't know about you, but this little elephant has been so kind to my family that I couldn't do anything to hurt him or his family." He took a drink of water and walked back to the village, saying, "Times are hard, but I will find a way. I will not hurt the little elephant." And the other poachers stood there for a few moments, and then they followed back to the village. The little girl and the elephant took the water back to her house, and then the elephant returned with the little girl. We told the elephant, "Thank you so much for saving us. You have been very kind. We have not been entirely kind to you. But now, would you like to come with us? You are part of the herd, and you will grow much faster and become stronger if you are with a herd of elephants." But the little elephant was sad. He didn't want to leave his friend. The little girl turned to him and she said, "Well, you have been so kind to me that the only thing I feel that I can do to possibly repay you is to let you go back with your family. I'll see you twice a year and we can still be friends." And that is what they did. The little elephant came with us and he's thriving today, as is the little girl. Neither of them are so little anymore. Now we tell this story to all the young elephants, the young monkeys, the young wolf cubs, all the young people. I tell it to you because it is important to remember that we must be generous and kind to everybody, not just those who are like us.